Hi everyone, in today's video we will talk about top 5 unexpected Power Apps intro questions. So our first question is, what is string interpolation in Power Apps, which is sometimes called as $string in Power Apps. So string interpolation is a powerful feature that simplifies how you build dynamic text. So it lets you embed dynamic values directly into text using $syntax. It makes formulas cleaner and more readable. For example, instead of writing hello ampersand user.fullname, you can simply write $hello and within curly braces you write user.fullname. So this syntax is straightforward. You start the string with a $sign followed by double quotes. Inside these double quotes, you put any dynamic value you want to embed within the curly braces. So this one is much cleaner and both give the same result, hello course elevate. So there are some advantages and benefits of using $string. The main benefits are improved readability and maintainability. It reduces complex calculations, concatenators operators, especially in complex strings. It's easier to maintain and debug. So in an interview, demonstrating knowledge of string interpolation shows you are familiar with modern PowerApps features. Our next question is, what does as operator do in Power Apps and why it's important? So in Power Apps, the as operator is used to assign an alias, which is a temporary name, to a control or a record. So let's have an example. So gallery1.all items represent all rows in the gallery. So with as operator, each row gets the alias as emp. So now you can refer emp.employee and emp.email address instead of repeating complex expressions like this record.employee or this record.email address. So there are various benefits of using as operator. The first is usefulness. As operator is useful at add columns, group by or with statement and dealing with nested records. Readability. Instead of seeing many this record, you are meaningful in names like emp. Third is a fewer bug. It reduces the chance of referencing the wrong field. Next is the professional best practice. So experienced Power Platform developer use it for clean formulas. Third question is, what is delay output property in Power Apps? Or you may be asked in an interview, where and for what delay output property is used. So delay output is used as text input to delay outputs until typing is finished. So with this property, you can reduce unnecessary recalculations and improves app performance. Where it is used? So mainly in the text input control. You will see it in the properties like text input.text. What it does? So normally when you type in the text box, Power App recalculates formula on every keystroke. If delay output is true, then formula will run only after the user finish typing. Suppose you have a search box which is txt search qualification. So this search box is connected to a gallery. So without delay output is false. So this gallery refreshes every keystroke when user types in. For example, if user types B, it refreshes. It types BA, then it refreshes again. So when with delay output is true, so this gallery refreshes only after typing is done. So this leads to better performance and smoother user experience. So there are various benefits of using delay output property. The first is a performance improvement. So it avoids unnecessary recalculations while the user is still typing. Better user experience. So when searching large data source like SharePoint, Dataverse or SQL, it gives better user experience. Third is a reduce API calls. So it prevents hitting connectors repeatedly on each keystrokes. Our next question is named formula in Power Apps. So named formulas are one of the most underused but powerful feature in Power Apps. So that allow developer to define reusable global formulas. These formulas are available throughout the whole app. They simplify app development and enhance performance. So they are most powerful than global variables. So let's analyze the name formula and global variables. So in this example, we are getting logged in user email, image, full name and the current time. So they are global variable which is created using the set function. They only get a value when app on start runs. If something changes later, like now, the variable don't update automatically unless you rerun on start or reset it. So let's see the name formula. So these name formula are defined in the app.formulas property using the equal to operator. They are always available everywhere in the app. No need to run on start first. So they update automatically. So if user info changes, for example, if user email, image or full name changes, so they automatically reflect the current value whenever it is accessed. Let's see the key differences between these two. So first is a how to. So global variables must use set in the onStart property, whereas named formula defined once in the app formulas. Next is the availability. So they are available after onStart runs. They are always available instantly. Third is the update. So they are static, won't change unless reset. So they auto updates, recalculates when input changes. Next is the safety. So global variables can be changed anywhere with set function. So they can't be overwritten accidentally. Last is the performance. So they run at app start. That may slow down the load time, but they only calculate it when needed. The last question is, what is deep linking in Power Apps? Or you may also be asked, how can you navigate a user directly to a specific screen or a record in an app? Deep linking in Power App is a way to launch an app with a custom URL that can pass parameters into the app. This allows user to land directly on a specific screen or load a particular record instead of always starting from the home screen. How it works? A Power App can be opened using a URL like this. So here amp id is equal to 1001. So this is a query string parameter. So inside the app, you retrieve value using the method param, and inside that you will pass amp id. So let's see a real use case. Suppose you are creating a birthday app for HR team which directly opens employee record. So based on the URL, we will implement that using deep linking in Power Apps. So this is our birthday tracker SharePoint list with employee data which contains employee code, employee name, date of birth, email address and so on. Suppose you want to open the app for employee code E2001 which is Priya. How we'll do that? So first we will pass emp code parameter in the URL, and then in the onStart property we get the value of that emp code parameter and store that in the global variable where emp code. And in the onStart property of the app, we will navigate the user to the birthday details screen if where emp code is not null. Now on the birthday details screen, in the lookup function of item property, we fetch the corresponding employee with emp code is equal to where emp code, which is global variable, so that it display the corresponding employee record. Now when you run this app in the play mode, we will pass the parameter emp code is equal to E2001. Then you will be directed to the birthday details screen with the exact record as shown below. So deep link allows HR to jump to a specific employee record in the birthday tracker. So security is still enforced. So only user with access to the list can view the record. So that's all for today's video. So download the free ebook. If not yet downloaded, link is given in the description. I'm also writing the blog for these interview questions which is in progress. I'll share the link in the description once available. Please like and subscribe this channel. Take care.